So my name is Thubten Chöying, and I'm coming to you from Kathmandu, Nepal. So it's my morning, actually. So I get to start off my morning with some purification, and most of you get to end your day with it. So that's actually perfect, because we should be doing both purification in the morning and the evening. So fantastic. The group has practiced some mantras already, and so I put those in the chat as something that that any of you can do while you're waiting for a session to start, which is blessing the mala and increasing the power of recitation. And then we're doing this mantra to increase virtue together, to practice getting used to the getting it on your tongue so that it's very easy to do. When you're in the nunnery, anytime you're walking between buildings or going quarter around the Gompa, everybody's got their mala out and doing mantras, you know, because it's you're protecting your mind by thinking about these positive states of mind. So it's really good to get them so familiar. They just start tripping off your tongue every time you're in between things. Excuse me. Okay, so let's do this mantra to increase virtue 7 times. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Very good. And I promise you that even though these Sanskrit mantras may seem really strange and unfamiliar, once you've been practicing them, just like the Vajrasattva mantra, they become very familiar, very quick to do, very pleasant to do. So I encourage you to keep trying. And this one multiplies by something like 100,000 or 100 million times. I forget what it is exactly. So, you know, it's such a great way to get some easy merit. Okay, so to start our meditation, let's make sure that we're all seated in a comfortable position, that your back is straight. And that you're nice and relaxed. You know, we carry so much of our stress in our body. We don't even notice. But right now, there's nothing else you need to be doing, nothing else you need to be thinking about. So just let yourself be very stable, but completely relaxed in that stability. So it's not sort of a slouching, falling over relaxation. Your back is still straight because you have a very good posture for your meditation session. But your jaw, your shoulders, wherever you hold tension, make sure you let those relax. And take 3 nice deep breaths. And then just turn your attention to your body. We're doing a mindfulness practice where we just simply pay attention, draw our mind inward, and without commentary, just noticing the sensations of the body. We're having all these sensations all the time, but we're focused on other things. So right now, just experience what's happening in your body. There might be tingling, there might be pulsing. You might feel heavy where you connect to your chair or the floor. Or perhaps your body feels very light and relaxed. Without any commentary, just pay attention. And now that we've really centered ourselves a bit, we can go further inward and start setting our motivation. And so a very simple phrase that you can repeat to yourself in the mornings or before any practice is just think, may all the actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. And we have to really think about this. It's very helpful if we really examine, this is the aspiration that we set. This is how we need to start all our practices, with this thought of helping others. And not just the ones we like, but all sentient beings. And one of the reasons why we do purification is because when we're really honest with ourselves, really most of the time, we're thinking that I am number one and I'm going to do what's best for me. And we build this whole concept around this self-centered view of how the world exists, that other people are there to serve us, make us happy. It's like we're the star of the movie and everyone else is the secondary character, an extra. Which is really ridiculous when you think about it. And when we have this very self-centered view, this is when we will harm others. When we have this massive attachment that everyone else is here to make me happy, that all the conditions should be the way I want them to be. That's guaranteed to not work out. And when attachment doesn't get what it wants, then we get angry. Or we get jealous when we see people who have things we don't have. And we have this deep ignorance thinking that I am existing from my own side, and that all phenomena exist from their own side. And we lack this understanding that karma is really the basis of all our experience. And so we go around creating all this negative karma, which are the seeds of our own future suffering. And so now we must purify that karma for the sake of all sentient beings. Because with karma as a basis, it means we're creating this cycle of samsara where we harm others, create the cause for them to harm us. They harm us and we harm back. And we just create this cycle of suffering. Everyone wants to be happy. Everyone is just like us. So now we need to purify this type of mind, our habits. So think about from today, if there's anything that you have done that you regret because it's planted these seeds of suffering for yourself and others. And we want to regret having done any negative actions, not a guilt of I'm a bad person or I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that again. That's just ignorance talking. It's just simply we don't want ourselves and others to suffer. So we regret doing it. And then if there's anything from earlier that weighs heavy on your mind, perhaps you've tried to purify it, but it still keeps coming back, or you haven't yet purified it, you're only just now remembering, include that in your regret. And then if there's anything from not only this life, but all past lives, we need this general wish to purify any negative actions so that we don't repeat them again. We don't want to harm anyone. And in order to purify, we are going to rely on the methods of Guru Vajrasattva. It's not just magic. We have to do the work. We have to actually do the practice. It's up to us. But we rely on Vajrasattva's method. And so visualize Vajrasattva above the crown of your head. On a blissful white lotus made of light. His body is also brilliant white light, holding Vajra and bell, symbolic of this perfect union of wisdom and compassion. A smiling, loving face. Every atom of Vajrasattva is loving you, wishing you happiness, wanting to help. And we say a prayer of refuge. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And this is really something we have to connect with, this feeling of compassion for all sentient beings, not leaving a single one out. And so we begin with purification of the body. Any negative actions that we have done with body, Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white nectar that enters the crown of your head, and it fills your body, pushing out a black inky liquid through your lower orifices. And that black inky liquid are those negative actions of body. And as they exit your body, they completely dissipate as if they were never even there. As we say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutakaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadatu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutakaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Ananatu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadatu Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And think that your body is now completely purified of all negativities. Everything that you do with your body will be to benefit others. And then we purify our actions of negative actions of speech. Anything we've said that might harm others, disturb their minds. Guru Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white nectar, this time filling the body from the bottom up, pushing up the black inky liquid, which are the negative actions of your speech, which exit out of the top of your body, dissipating as if they were never there, completely purifying all actions of negative speech. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsu Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudurhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyasa Sarvakama Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakama Sitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Musa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakama Sitame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. So think that all your negative actions of speech are now completely purified and everything you say will be to benefit others. And then we purify any negative actions of mind, any thoughts that we've had that are disturbing, harmful. Even if we control our body and speech well, we may still have a mind full of negative, self-centered thoughts. And so Guru Vajrasattva very compassionately sends down a powerful beam of white light that enters the crown of your head and immediately illuminates your entire body. Just like turning on a light in a dark room immediately illuminates the entire room. And this is purifying all those negative states of mind, all those past actions, negative actions of mind. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakta Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memperyatsa Sarvakarma Sitsame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagawan Sarvadada Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. So all of those negative karmas of mind are completely purified so that all you have are positive thoughts. And then finally, we purify any subtle obscurations. We've purified the gross seeds of these actions that we've placed. But still there can be very subtle obscurations left that prevent us from becoming enlightened. It's like we've flushed the poo of our negative actions down the toilet, but there's still a strong smell in the air. And so we want to purify these obscurations from our mind stream. Guru Vajrasattva again compassionately sends down a powerful beam of white light, entering the crown of your head and illuminating your body, purifying these obscurations. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anarakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Denupatita Dido Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supashaya Mebawa Anadakti Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kurahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. Now feel you are completely purified, not one atom of negativity left in your mind stream. And so the final step of the four opponent powers is that we have to set this resolve. We've purified past negative actions, and now we want to really have a strong mindset not to repeat these types of actions. And so if there's anything specific that you've remembered, set a resolve not to repeat it for a certain amount of time that you feel confident you can keep. Even if it's 10 seconds, 5 minutes, or until you purify again. And if you can keep it, then really rejoice in that you've done something so positive. And if an old habit is just too strong and you do make that action again, that's why we have to purify every day. It's just a process. Change takes time. And then have a general wish not to do any actions that harm other sentient beings. If you have vows, really a strong wish to keep any vows you have. And Guru Vajrasattva is so pleased, he dissolves into white light, wanting to merge with you. He absorbs into the crown of your head, merging with you, so that your body, speech, and mind, Guru Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, are in union oneness. You, the Guru, and Vajrasattva, all one, existing in this emptiness where there is no I, the creator of negative karma, no action of creating negative karma, and no negative karma created, because the I and all phenomena are empty of inherent existence. And then we have spent this half hour doing incredible positive activity, and that creates a positive energy. And we want to dedicate that not just to the happiness of this life, and not even just to the happiness of the next life, but to actually becoming enlightened, the end goal. Thinking, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And then we can do the 3 verses of dedication or just continue to meditate on the meaning. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second, and that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. And we also dedicate to the long lives of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, of Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Geshe Sherab, of all of our precious lamas, gurus, teachers, spiritual friends, community. May we all quickly complete the path to enlightenment so that we can be of benefit to all sentient beings. So thank you for joining, everyone.